I am Himabindu, lecturer in English, working in Sir C.R. Reddy College for Women. I am going to deal with the first semester English Praxis 1, a course in communication and soft skills which is common for all UG programs. The topic is reported speech. In our daily life, we do many conversations with each other. A conversation means two persons are speaking face to face with each other. That means we need two persons in a conversation. We call them as the first person and second person. The person who speaks is the first person and the person who listens is the second person. Here, the first person is talking to the second person. If we want to inform what conversation has taken place between them to the third person who is not present here, we use reported speech. The words spoken by a person are reported in two ways. The first one is direct speech and the second one is indirect speech. Direct speech. In a direct speech, we can express the words exactly spoken by a person. We are reporting the message to the third person and we are using the exact words of the speaker and we are not adding any other extra words. The exact words of the speaker are enclosed in inverted commas. That we call it as direct speech. Direct speech has two forms. First one is reported speech, which is in quotations. Second one is reporting speech, which is not in quotations. Here, if you observe the example, he says she is a beautiful girl. He says she is a beautiful girl. The first part, he says, here we call this part as reporting speech, and the verb which is present here is called as reporting verb. Here he is reporting the exact words of the speaker. The exact words of the speaker here are enclosed in inverted commas. What the speaker said? She is a beautiful girl. The speaker is saying she is a beautiful girl. Here in this reported speech there is a verb called is and we call this verb as reported verb. Here we have two verbs, reporting verb and reported verb, which is not in quotations is called reporting verb and which is in quotations is called reported verb. Reporting verb and this is reported verb. Indirect speech. In indirect speech, we can express in our own words the substance of the speaker's words. We have already discussed what is meant by direct speech. The exact words of a speaker are called direct speech, and if we want to express the same content with our own words, not the exact words of the speaker, but we are telling the same thing in our own words, the substance is same but we are using in our own words, that we call it as indirect speech. Inverted commas are removed in indirect speech. Here, the same example I have taken. He says that she is a beautiful girl. If you observe here, I have taken the same example. He says in earlier sentence, direct speech, he says she is a beautiful girl. Here, he says that she is a beautiful girl. If you observe, the word that is added here. In order to remove the quotation marks, we have used conjunction that. He says that she is a beautiful girl. Here, the sentence is in indirect speech. I have given here a list of words, how the words will be changed from direct speech to indirect speech. Here, in direct speech, if you use the word now, while you are changing that indirect speech into direct speech into indirect speech, the word now will be changed into then. In the same way, the word here changes into there. This changes into that. These changes into those. Hereby changes into thereby. Likewise, thus changes into so, ago changes into before, today changes into that day. Tonight changes into that night. Yesterday changed into the previous day or the day before. Tomorrow changes into the next day or the following day. Likewise, last night, last month, last year. These words changed into the previous night, the previous month, or the previous year. Here, change of pronoun. We use here so many pronouns we use. For example, either in direct speech or indirect speech, if you observe, there are many proverbs, but there are certain rules to change these proverbs while the sentence is changed from direct speech to indirect speech. We observe the rules. The first one is pronouns of the first person. That means I, my, me, we, our, us in the reported speech are changed according to the person of the subject of the reporting verb. Here, that means this part, the first part, we call it as a reporting speech, and the second part is called reported speech. If you observe the rule, the reported speech here, the reported speech, I have solved the problem. Here the pronoun I is used. It changes according to the person of the subject of the reporting verb. Here this part, the first part which is not in quotations is called the reporting verb. Here the subject of the reporting verb is I. Here the reported speech's subject will change according to the subject of the reporting verb. Here this I changes according to this subject. Here I said about myself that I have solved the problem. Here the direct speech is I have solved the problem. The quotations, observe the quotations. These are the exact words of the subject. Here who is the subject? I is the subject. I already told you to remove the quotation marks we use the pronoun that. I said that I had solved the problem. Here I have changes into had. Here the sentence is in present perfect tense. So it is changed into past perfect tense. In next slides I will explain you how the tense changes. Now observe only the pronouns how they are changing. The next example, he said, I have solved the problem. I have taken the same example. He said, I have solved the problem. Here the reporting speech subject is I. Here the reported speech subject is I. The reporting speech subject is he. Here he is reporting. He said what he has report. I have solved the problem. So in indirect speech it is changed into he said that. Here I means he. He had solved the problem. Again the same example. The subject is changing in the reporting verb. The reporting verb subject is you. You said. What you said? I have solved the problem. So in indirect speech it is changed into you said that you had solved the problem. You said that you had solved the problem. Here I changes according to the subject of the reporting verb. The second rule is second person pronoun, second person, you or your in the reported speech are changed according to the subject of the reporting verb. Once again, I am repeating second person pronoun, you or your in the reported speech are changed according to the object of the reporting verb. Here, my father said to me, which is not in inverted quotations, is called, it is in reporting speech. You have done your work well. It is in reported speech. Here, the subject in the reported speech changes according to the object of the reporting verb. Here, this is the reporting speech. Here, my father is the subject, said is the verb, and here me is the object. Here, me is object. According to this object, this reporting subject will change. Here reporting subject is you changes according to this me. So my father said to me that I had done my work well. My father said to me that I had done my work well. Another example, I said to him, you are a brave boy. I said to him, you are a brave boy. Here, the reporting subject, the reporting verb, the reporting subject is you, and the reporting speech object is him. The reporting speech object is him. According to this object, this subject will change. Here, you changes into he. I said to him that he was a brave boy. To remove the quotation marks, we are using that. I said to him that. Here, you changes into he. He was a brave boy. Here, the present tense is changing into past tense. Third person pronoun he, she, it, they, them remains unchanged. There is no change in pronoun if it is a third person pronoun. You said she is beautiful. Here she is a third person pronoun, so there is no change when we are changing it from direct speech to indirect speech. You said that she is beautiful. I said, he is a rich man. I said that he is a rich man. Here, if you observe, there is no change in the pronoun of the subject. Rules for changing from direct speech to indirect speech. Rule 1. If the reporting verb is in present tense, for example, say, says, tells, asks, the tense of the reported verb does not change. Here, in this example, Vasanta says, I have passed the examination. Here, the reporting verb, here this part is in reported speech and this part is in reporting speech. Reported speech verb says, reporting verb, the reporting verb is in present tense. This is the reporting verb says. If it is in present tense, the tense of the reported verb does not change. The reported verb tense here, it is in present tense, present perfect tense. I have passed the examination. Here, if the reporting verb is in present tense, the reported verb does not change. So we are using the same tense structure. Vasanta says that I changes according to the subject. Here Vasanta, she. So we are using she. Vasanta says that she has passed the examination. Another example, Hemant says, I will learn English. Hemant says that here this pronoun will changes according to the subject of the reporting verb, reporting speech. Here Hemant is he. So Hemant says that he will learn English. Another example, they say to me, we are working very hard. They say to me, we are working very hard. Here, say to changes into tell. They tell me that they are working hard. They tell me that they are. Here, we changes into they. They are working hard. That is the rule 1. Rule 2. If the reporting verb is in future tense, for example, will say, shall say, can say, etc., the tense of the reported verb does not change. Here, the first part, we call it as a reporting speech. The second part is reported speech. Here, the verb in the reporting speech, say, will say. The verb in the reporting speech is will say. Here, if it is in simple future or future tense, the tense of the reported verb does not change. Here, the tense, we are very lucky. The tense is present tense. Based on are, we are telling that it is in present tense. So, the tense will not change if the reporting verb is in future tense. See how it changes from direct speech to indirect speech. They will say that. Here we changes into they. They will say that they are very lucky. Except the pronoun, everything is same. She will say, Rani is a clever girl. She will say Rani is a clever girl. She will say that Rani, the same noun we are using. Rani is a clever girl. Here we have added just that. That is, in order to remove quotation marks, we are using that. Everything is same. Rule 3. If the reporting verb is past tense, for example, said, asked, told, ordered, the tense of the reported verb will change. Here in the first and second rule, we have observed no changes at all. If the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense, we have observed no change in reported verb. Here, if the reporting verb is in past tense, if it is past tense, we observe some kind of changes in the tense structure in the reported verb. See what kind of changes are there. First one, if the reported verb is in present tense, it can be changed into past tense. If the reported verb is in present tense, it can be changed into past tense. You have to observe here the reporting speech is in past tense. Here, she said to me. Said is in past tense. That's why we have to do some kind of changes in reported speech. Here, the reported speech, I don't believe you. Don't. Based on the verb, we are deciding that it is in present tense. So, if the reporting verb is in past tense, here we have to do some kind of changes. What are those changes? The first one is, if the reported verb is in present tense, we have to change it into past tense. See, we are changing it into past tense. She said to changes into told. She told me that she didn't believe me. Here, don't is in present tense. Now it is changing into past tense. Didn't. I changes according to this subject. She didn't believe me. She told me that she didn't believe me. One more example. I said to my friend. I said to my friend, I am glad to be here this evening. Here, if you observe, again it is in past tense. The reporting verb is in past tense. So, if it is in past tense, we have to do some kind of changes in reported speech. Here, the reported speech, I am glad to be here this evening. It is in present tense. How we are deciding? It is in present tense based on the tense structure. Here, I am is in present tense. So we are changing this present into past in indirect speech. I said to changes into told. I told my friend that I was. Am changes into was. I was glad to be. Here changes into there. This evening changes into that evening. So the whole sentence is, I told my friend that I was glad to be there that evening. Rule 2. If the reported verb is in past tense, it can be changed into past perfect tense. Once again, I am repeating. If the reported verb is in past tense, it can be changed into past perfect tense. Here, see. She said, I saw a film last night. I saw a film last night. Here, the reported verb is in past tense. The verb here, saw, says that it is in past tense. So, we are changing this direct speech into indirect. She said that I changes according to this, uh, according to the subject of the reporting verb, reporting speech. She. I changes into she. She said that she saw, which is in simple past. We are changing it into past perfect. Had seen. Had seen. Saw is in V2 form and seen is in V3 form. Verb V3 form. Every perfect tense have forms. Here it is past perfect. That's why we are using had seen. She had seen a film last night changes into the previous night. The whole sentence. See once again. She said that she had seen a film the previous night. One more example. The boy said to me, my father went to Guntur. The boy said to me, my father went to Guntur. The boy said to changes into told. The boy told me that my father, that means the boy is telling to me that his father had gone to Guntur. Here went is in simple past. We are using past perfect. Had gone. His father had gone to Guntur. Subrule 3. If the reported speech expresses a universal truth, the tense remains unchanged. Universal truths, the truths which we cannot change, are called universal truths. If the reported speech expresses a universal truth, the tense remains unchanged. For example, the teacher said, iron is a metal. It is a universal truth that iron is a metal. So we are not changing the tense structure, we are writing in the same structure. The teacher said that iron is a metal. Just we are adding the conjunction that. The teacher said to the boys, the earth revolves round the sun. The teacher said to changes into told the boys that the earth revolves round the sun. Here the revolves is in simple present tense. We are using the same tense structure. The earth revolves round the sun. Converting different types of sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. We have four kinds of sentences: assertive sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, and exclamatory sentences. We will see now each sentence how they are changed from direct speech to indirect speech. Here in the assertive sentence, the first type of sentence, we use that conjunction in indirect speech. Here from direct speech to indirect speech, if you are converting the sentence, we use the conjunction that. Say remains say, says remains says, said remains said, say to changes into tell, says to changes into tells, said to changes into told. Here these are all the verbs which are used in reporting speech. These how they are changing from direct speech to indirect speech. Example. These are all the examples of assertive sentences. See, they said, we have built several dams recently. They said. Here the reporting verb is in past tense. That's why we have to do changes in the structure of the in the tense structure of the reported speech. Here we have built several dams. Have built, which is in present perfect tense. So if it is in present tense, we have to change it into past. So present perfect changes into past perfect. See the whole sentence. They said that. Here we are using that conjunction to remove these quotation marks. They said that we changes into they. They said that they had built. Have built changes into had built. They had built several dams recently. Another example. He said to me. He said to me, I shall meet your father. Said to changes into told. He told me that. I changes into he. He told me that he shall, modal verb shall changes into its past form should. He should meet your father changes into my father. He should meet my father. The girl said, I am doing my homework. The girl said, I am doing my homework. The girl said that. I changes into she, the girl. That's why we are using the pronoun she. She. Am changes into was. She was doing. My changes into her. Her homework. She was doing her homework. She said, it may rain. It may rain. She said that it may changes into its past form might. It might rain. Another example. She said to me, I was playing cricket at this time yesterday. She said to me, I was playing cricket at this time yesterday. Here, said to changes into told. She told me that. I changes into she. Was playing, it is in past continuous tense. That's why we are using past perfect continuous tense. Past continuous has to be changed into past perfect continuous tense. She was playing changes into had been playing. She had been playing cricket at this time changes into that time. Yesterday changes into the previous day. She told me that she had been playing cricket at this time the previous day. Next kind of sentence, imperative sentence. We all know that imperatives means uh, the sentences which we use the sentences to request, to order, to advise, to command, etc. The reporting verbs used in imperative sentences are advise, ask, order, request, command, urge, beg. Here, in order to remove these quotation marks, that means from changing from direct to indirect speech, we use to infinitive. To we use. Example, she said to him, check up your health. She said to him, check up your health. Here, that means she is advising him regarding his health. So, we used the verb advised. Instead of said to, we are using advised. She advised him. Here, instead of that, here in the previous sentences, we have used the conjunction that to remove the quotation marks. Here in imperative sentences, we are using advised. She advised him. Sorry, we are using to. In order to remove the quotation marks, we are using to. She advised him to check up his health. They said to us, grow more trees. Grow more trees. They said to us. Here they urged us. Urge means request. They urged us to grow more trees. Here we are using the to infinitive to grow more trees. The beggar said, please help me from starvation. The beggar Here the beggar said, please help me from starvation. Here the word please is used. That means the beggar is requesting. So the word requested is used here. The verb requested. The beggar requested to help me changes into him. Help him from starvation. Clean the board, the teacher said. Here the teacher instructed me to clean the blackboard. To clean the blackboard. The third kind of sentence is interrogative sentences. Here, interrogative means asking questions. Here we can frame sentences to ask questions in different ways, two different ways. The first one is WH question and the second one is yes or no type questions. If an interrogative sentence starts with question words who, what, where, when, how, which, whom, whose, why, etc., these are all called WH questions. If we use these sentences, if the sentence starts with these questions, the same question word will be used in indirect speech. The first rule is that. The second one, if it starts with a helping verb, for example, do, does, did, if or whether is used in indirect speech. While changing from direct speech to indirect speech, if the question starts with do, does or did, while converting from direct to indirect speech, we use if or whether. Reporting verb said to is changed into asked or inquired because here we are asking some questions. That why asked, or we can as well say that we are inquiring for some information. So these two verbs are used in reporting verb. The verb is placed after the subject in indirect speech. Generally, to frame a question, we use the verb first, then the subject. So the verb is placed after the subject in indirect speech. A full stop is used in indirect speech. Here, the question word interrogative, the punctuation mark we use for an interrogative sentence is a question mark. While we are converting from direct to indirect speech, we use full stop. She said to me, which class are you studying? She said to me, which class are you studying? Here she is asking you. That's why she said to changes into asked. She asked me which, same question word we are repeating. Which class? Here are you studying? It is a question word. So we are writing and we are telling it in indirect way. That's why the positions are changed. Here the position of you changes into I comes first, and are changes into was. Here the present tense changes into past tense. Here are you changes into was I, but here the positions are changed. I was studying. She asked me which class I was studying. Second example, she said to me, do you eat anything this morning? She said to me, do you eat anything this morning? So, asking. He asked me. He is asking you. Question. Asked. He asked me. Here, do. The sentence starts with do, does, did. Helping verb. It starts with a helping verb. So, here in the above sentence, the question word which is used. That's why we have used the same question word. In the second example here, a helping verb used. So in the place of helping verb, either we can use if or whether. That's why I used whether here. He asked me whether I ate anything that morning. Here you eat changes into I ate. I ate anything that morning. Bharat said to me, how will you learn computer? Bharat said to me, how will you learn computer? Here, Bharat is asking you. That's why Bharat asked me. How? The question word, same question word I am repeating here. How? Will you changes into I would. Will changes into would. You changes into I. Here the positions are changed. I would. Subject comes first, then the verb. How I would learn computer. The last type of sentence is exclamatory sentence. Here, the reporting verb said or said to is changed into exclaimed or wondered. That is used in indirect speech. Like, for example, what we have used in the first type of sentence, assertive sentences, we have used that to remove inverted quotations. The same that is used here in the exclamatory sentences also. An exclamation is changed into an assertion. Here we have to convert the sentence also from exclamatory sentence into assertive sentence. He remarked, what an interesting story. He remarked, what an interesting story. Here it is an exclamatory mark. See the punctuation mark what we have used. He exclaimed. Here he is surprising. Instead of remarked, we are using exclaimed. He exclaimed that. To remove the quotations, we have used that. What an interesting story. It is an exclamatory type of sentence. Now we are changing it into a plain statement. It was an interesting story. It was an interesting story. The old man said to the young player, the old man said to the young player, brave, you have played well. Here, the old man is praising the young man. That's why we are using the verb applauded. The old man applauded the young player that you have played well changes into he had played well. He had played well. She said, oh God, I have lost my purse. She said, oh God, I have lost my purse. Here, she exclaimed bitterly. It is a sad thing that she had lost her purse. That's why we are using the word bitterly. She exclaimed bitterly that I have lost changes into she had lost. Have is in present, so we are using the past had. I have lost changes into she had lost. My purse changes into her purse. The father said, what a terrible nuisance this TV is. The father exclaimed in disgust because from the word terrible nuisance we can expect that it is an disgusting thing. That's why the father exclaimed in disgust that here what a terrible nuisance this TV is changes into the TV was a terrible nuisance. We are changing it into a plain statement. Here the tense structure is in present tense is. Basing on the is, we are telling that it is in present tense. Now we are changing that one into past tense. The TV was a terrible nuisance. I hope you have all understood the topic. I am here giving some exercises to do. You can solve the answers for these questions. Thank you very much.